Hi, this is Mike Regan with Transact's 2-Minute Warning for the week of January 14th. Folks, this is our first 2-minute warning of the new year, so we want to start off by wishing you a happy and prosperous new year. Now, in the month of December, I was asked by a couple of publications to make some contributions in terms of predictions about what shippers should expect to see in 2013. So in the Journal of Commerce, I was included in a panel of experts, and I was talking about the impact that the capacity issue may have on shipper budgets in 2013. So in this 2-minute warning, I want to elaborate on that and a couple of other things that could potentially impact your transportation budgets in 2013. Now, with respect to the capacity crisis, here's our concern. During the first 2 quarters of 2013, shippers may be lulled into a sense of complacency. Right now, the market is fairly balanced, so we haven't seen tremendous upward pressure on truckload rates. But what's going to happen in the third and fourth quarters is something that you need to pay attention to. And the reason for that is because the hours of service are going to change in July. And we've talked to a lot of different carriers, and we've heard that it could have a negative impact on their productivity. In fact, some carriers are saying it could range anywhere from 5% on the low side to 12% or more. Now, what happens when you eliminate 5 to 12% of the capacity from the truckload sector? Well, it means that you're going to pay more because the carriers are going to be able to ask for and get higher rates. And that's why you need to pay attention to this when we get into the third and fourth quarters, because it could have a significant impact on your budget. Now, the second thing we want you to pay attention to are the accessorial charges that the carriers are going to be asking for. And the reason we mention this is because in talking with over 20 different large LTL carriers, every one of the carriers has emphasized that they are taking a look at the cost to service specific shippers. Now, we wrote about this in our white paper that you can get a copy of about how you could be a carrier-friendly shipper, but we want you to pay attention to this because if the carriers conclude that it's costing them a lot of money to service your account, they're going to look to recoup those costs through the use of the accessorial charges that they run through. So that could also have an impact on your budget. Now, the third and final thing we want to pay attention to is something that we picked up on. And this is something that's relatively obscure. But we noticed that the FMCSA said that they're going to be doing a study as to whether or not shippers should be responsible for delays they cause at their docks. Specifically, if it costs you or it costs the carrier more because you're delaying the loading or unloading of freight, then the FMCSA may weigh in and look for shippers to be responsible for those charges. Now, with each and every 2-minute warning, we want to remind you we are on your team and we're here to help. So if you have some comments or questions about this material or other things that could impact your budget, give us a call today. Thanks for your time.